G'day folks, Connor here from CW Tech Reviews, back with another video, and today we're doing my top 5 accessories for the Canon M50. So without further ado, hit the like button and the subscribe button and let's get stuck into my video. Let's go. Now I will point out before I start that I do use the Canon M50 for photography and for videography or filming. And everything I mentioned in today's video will be linked down below if you do want to pick one up. They are affiliate links, so you'll be helping the channel out if you do decide to buy one as well. And the first accessory that we're looking at today is the small rig cage for the Canon M50. Now small rig make a lot of cages for a lot of devices, and they're not in the cheap bracket, but they're not in the very expensive bracket either. They're sort of in between. And I have to say that I first bought this cage for one reason, and that was to add some bulk to the Canon M50. I came from the Canon 700D and I really liked the size of it. It was nice and bulky and I could hang on to it, I could get a good grip on it, and I felt like I was holding something chunky, which helped with video. And then I went to the Canon M50 and it was like holding a little micro SD card like this when I was filming it, and that was one of the things I was actually disappointed with, was the size and the grip and the comfort level of holding the Canon M50. So when I got the cage, that's the first thing I noticed, was that it added the bulk. And then it came to the video side of it. Adding a simple cage gives you many options for many accessories. So right now I'm filming and I've got a light hanging off the top of this small rig cage. If the camera was closer to me, I could also have the microphone on it, and I could also have a monitor for if I was filming B-roll. So plenty of options for adding accessories and microphones and monitors and lights and all that sort of thing. You can just rig it out. You can just go to town and rig it out so it looks like the full filming rig. It's 95 bucks on Amazon. That's Australian dollars. So it's going to, like I always say, it's going to be a lot cheaper everywhere else in the world. Links down below. The next one goes hand in hand with the small rig cage, and that is the small rig top handle with the cold shoe mount, and that goes on top of the Canon M50 small rig cage, just like this. So this gives me more stability, more grip, and again, more options for hanging accessories off it so that my cage is fully rigged out for filming. And mainly for me, this is going to give me some more steady shots, some more handheld shots, more steady. I mean, I do have a gimbal, but gimbals are quite often hard to set up. Well, not hard to set up, but they just take time, and you need to sit down out of the wind and just have a flat surface to set up on. But this small rig handle on top of this small rig cage, filming in slow motion, can give you some nice B-roll shots. And the top handle is only 25 bucks, link down below to Amazon. If there's one for eBay down there as well, it'll definitely be cheaper, so check them both out. Now the next two accessories sort of go hand in hand as well, and I'm talking about the lens adapter. So the lens adapter for the Canon M50 turns your mirrorless camera with 4 or 5 lenses into a mirrorless camera with 100 plus different lenses to choose from. And what I mean by that is you can whack on this lens adapter and all of a sudden you go from the small range of EFM lenses to the range of EFS and EF lenses by Canon. As you can see, both of these will fit on the M50, and so will the standard lens that comes with the kit. Lens adapter gives you many options for your Canon M50 when it comes to lenses. For me, it was a no-brainer. I went and got the Canon M50 and I went and got the lens adapter. It just had to be done. Now the lens adapter is about 120 bucks. You can pick one up on Amazon, and mine didn't come with the tripod mount. Now you can get these tripod mounts online. I did go through Canon to get mine. Look, they said no stock on their website, so I contacted them. They put one on back order for me and I picked this one up. The little EFM lenses are very light and they just chop on to the front of your Canon M50 mirrorless camera, which is quite light and small. So this tripod mount goes on to the bottom of the lens adapter, and then it sort of sits like that and just manages to balance out some of the weight from your lens instead of just having it all hanging off your camera. So definitely a nice little accessory there. Now these two for me go hand in hand. Now the next one for me is a no-brainer as well. How fiddly are these straps, and they suck. Now the last thing I want when I'm filming video is a strap hanging off my camera. But when I'm doing photography and I need that extra stabilization to get that real steady shot, then these straps actually come in really handy. And I'd recommend anyone use their strap as well as their arms when they're doing street photography or other types of photography because it really can help you get that better shot and get everything in focus and not blurry, just a bit more stable. But putting it on and off is like, it's like 10 minutes to put it on and 10 minutes, well maybe not 10 minutes to take it off, but it's fiddly and I hate doing it. So quite often I'll just leave it at home, and then when I'm out doing photography, I know I could get a better shot if I had a strap or an extra piece of stabilization. So the quick release buckles are what you should be getting. They're great little things. I mean, it takes me 30 seconds. Look at this, clip, and it's done. It's on, clip, and it's off. No screwing around, no stuffing around. It just takes 10 seconds to put them on. 12 bucks or something like that. Make sure you pick up one of these as well. Now, last but not least is a bit of an extra. I did say I had 5 accessories, but I've actually got 6 because it is important with the Canon M50 that you're going to get through a full day of filming. So you're definitely going to want to pick up some spare batteries. Now, I have got some Canon batteries and I also have some spare ones that are non-Canon brand. And I'd have to say the Canon ones do last longer. However, this one is not too far off the mark. This brand is called Henel and I bought this in a store. There's links down below to the batteries, but I'll also link to some other cheaper batteries. Now this one I really like. I do get almost as much out of this battery as I do out of a Canon battery. So definitely worth checking out the Henel ones, but there's also Wasabi and plenty of other brands as well. And I'm actually going to pick up 2 more, so there's just no chance of me running out, because there's nothing worse than running out of battery or memory card. So batteries are a must, especially with the Canon M50. That's it. What did you think of the video? I hope you found it helpful. The Canon M50 has been out for a while now, so a lot of these accessories have dropped in price. I picked up some good ones that are really quite cheap, but very useful. And that's the main thing here, very useful. Are there any accessories that I have left off this list that you would recommend? Hit me up in the comments if you think there is. Hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video. Check ya.